Is one of these habits destroying your EcoBoost turbo right now? At least one of them is running on every single drive. Nobody has told you to stop. I have been working on Ford turbocharged engines for over 20 years. Habit number 1 is the reason I see EcoBoost turbos come apart before 100,000 miles more than any other cause. It involves something Ford printed in your manual that was not written for your turbo's protection. We will get there, but start with 7. Habit 7. Running the wrong oil viscosity. Ford specifies 0W20 in most EcoBoost applications. Most owners run it because it is in the manual, and it is what goes in at every oil change. What the manual does not explain, the 0W20 specification was written to pass an EPA fuel economy test, not to protect turbo bearings under sustained boost load. Here is where it gets interesting. Your turbochargers spin at 150,000 to 200,000 revolutions per minute. The bearings float on a film of engine oil, the only thing separating spinning metal from stationary metal. That film thins as temperature rises. Under sustained towing load in summer heat, 0W20 is working at the edge of its protective range with almost no margin left. I had a 2019 F153.5 liter come in at 97,000 miles with a whining driver's side turbo. Owner maintained it properly. 0W20, 7,500 mile changes, exactly per the manual. Turbo shaft had measurable play, heat scoring on the bearing surface. He towed a boat trailer most weekends. The oil was designed for gentle driving, not for his. 5W30 full synthetic, Ford's WSSM 2C946B1 spec, real protection margin under towing load, fuel economy difference versus 0W20, a fraction of a percent. Wrong oil for 97,000 miles of towing versus one different bottle at the parts counter. That is the choice. Habit 6. Never checking your charge pipes. The EcoBoost's turbocharged air travels through intercooler pipes, charge pipe couplers, and silicone connectors before it reaches your engine. Those connections develop cracks, couplers harden and split. Plastic charge pipes develop hairline fractures. When they do, pressurized air leaks out before it reaches the combustion chamber. And it gets worse. A boost leak does not feel like a problem at first. The turbo compensates by spinning harder to hit commanded boost, now working above its designed duty cycle on every pull. The owner has no idea because the truck feels almost normal. I had a 2017 F153.5 liter come in with a driver's side turbo done at 84,000 miles. I pressurized the intake system and found a split intercooler coupler, leaking for months. The owner had noticed the truck felt slightly less responsive. Turbo, $2,200. The coupler, $35. Soapy water on every charge pipe connection with the engine running. Bubbles mean boost leak. 3 minutes every oil change. $35 coupler versus $2,200 turbo. That is the choice. Habit 5. Driving hard immediately on a cold start. Stay with me, because this habit damages your turbo in the first seconds of every drive. On a cold start, oil is in the sump. The pump builds pressure upward to the turbo feed lines, a process that takes seconds. In those seconds, the turbo shaft is spinning on residual oil film only. Hard acceleration in the first 60 seconds is metal on marginally lubricated metal. I had a 2016 F1.502.7 liter come in at 71,000 miles. The owner lived at the top of a grade and pulled hard out of his driveway every morning. Passenger side turbo showed shaft wear inconsistent with the mileage. He had no idea each morning exit was contributing to it. Drive gently for the first 60 seconds. No boost, no ramp pulls, zero cost versus a $2,000 to $4,500 turbo replacement. That is the choice. Habit 4. Hot shutdown, killing your turbo after every hard pull. When you shut the engine off, the oil pump stops. If the turbo was working hard, the turbine housing is hot. That heat transfers into the oil sitting in the bearing housing with no flow to carry it away. The oil cooks, carbonizes. Hard carbon deposits coat the bearing surfaces and restrict the passages that protect them on the next cold start. This is where most people get it completely wrong. They finish a tow, shut off, and walk inside. One shutdown does not destroy a turbo. 100 hot shutdowns over 3 years absolutely can. A 2020 F153.5 liter came in at 88,000 miles with both turbos done. Owner towed a trailer daily for his landscaping business and shut off immediately at each property. Shaft journals coated in carbon. Both turbos, $4,400. 2 minutes of idling would have prevented it. 2 minutes of idle after any hard pull versus $4,400. That is the choice. That is 4 habits. The next 3 are the ones I see most often in trucks with turbos already destroyed. Habit number 1 is behind more premature EcoBoost turbo failures than the other 6 combined. Habit 3. Ignoring the early warning signs. Your EcoBoost turbo tells you it is failing before it actually fails. Most owners miss it because they do not know what to listen for. A slight rasp or grinding note underneath the spool sound that was not there 6 months ago. Oil consumption between changes with no visible external leak. Faint blue smoke on cold starts or hard acceleration. Each of these means oil is migrating past the turbo shaft seals. Act at the early symptom stage. $150 to $300 seal replacement or a $400 to $600 CHRA cartridge swap. Wait until grinding is obvious or power loss is noticeable. Full turbo replacement at $1,800 to $2,500 per side. A 2018 0153.5 liter came in with a turbo sound the owner had been dismissing for 8 months. By the time I listened, the passenger side had progressed from a seal issue to shaft play I could feel by hand. Full replacement, $2,100. 8 months earlier, $400. $400 caught early versus $2,100 because you waited. That is the choice. Habit 2. Running a dirty or oiled aftermarket filter. 2 filter problems destroy EcoBoost turbos. A clogged factory filter makes the turbo pull harder against restriction, raising the pressure ratio across the compressor beyond its design point. Oiled aftermarket filters, the red or blue performance gauze filters in most cold air intake kits, are worse. The oil migrates onto your MAF sensor wire. MAF reads low. ECU leans the fuel mixture. Under boost, that lean condition raises turbine temperatures and accelerates bearing wear from the exhaust side. But don't stop there, because debris ingestion is the more immediate failure. Any particle past a damaged filter hits the compressor wheel at 200,000 revolutions per minute. A single grain of grit damages a compressor blade. A damaged blade throws the wheel out of balance. An imbalanced compressor wheel destroys the bearing in days. Check your filter every oil change. If you run an aftermarket oiled filter, clean the MAF every service. Factory spec filter, $25. Turbo from debris ingestion, $1,800 to $2,500. $25 versus $2,500. That is the choice. Habit 1. Following Ford's oil change interval on a turbocharged engine. Ford's Oil Life Monitor recommends 7,500 to 10,000 miles under normal conditions. That interval was calibrated for EPA cost of ownership calculations, not for the thermal environment your EcoBoost turbo bearings live in. Your turbos see significantly higher oil temperatures than any other lubricated component in the engine. At those temperatures, oil oxidizes faster, viscosity drops faster, and the anti-wear additive package depletes faster than the monitor accounts for. I have pulled oil samples from 3.5-liter EcoBoosts at 9,500 miles in towing trucks. Viscosity degradation and metal content consistent with oil worked past its effective life, thousands of miles before the monitor suggested a change. A 2017 F-153.5 liter came in at 91,000 miles with both turbos beyond spec. The owner had followed Ford's interval precisely, 10,000 miles, full synthetic per the manual. He did nothing wrong by the manual standard. The manual standard is not written for his turbos. 5,000 miles on any EcoBoost that does real work. Full synthetic WSS-M 2C946-B1 spec. The foundation under every other habit on this list. $60 oil change at 5,000 miles versus $4,400 dual turbo replacement. That is the choice. And it is the most important one on this list.